What is the sound of one hand? The question itself cuts through thought like lightning in the dark, leaving no place to stand, no explanation to grasp, only a shock of silence. You may try to answer, but each word collapses into emptiness. The mind wants to complete the riddle, to fill in what is missing, yet Zen leaves you suspended, face to face with the rawness of being. The Dhammapada, verse 370 says, "Empty the boat, O monk. Empty it will go swiftly. The sound of one hand is the emptying of that boat, the removal of all weight that keeps you from gliding freely across the waters of life. And when you stop reaching for the second hand to complete the clap, you begin to realize the secret that nothing is missing and silence is already whole." The Heart Sutra reminds us, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. A single hand raised in stillness is already complete, already resonant, already speaking a language beyond words. The Koan is not meant to be solved, but to shatter the cage of habitual thinking. In that breaking, the hidden doorway appears. You may recall how in the Majjhima Nikaya, Sutta 26, the Buddha taught that truth cannot be attained through mere speculation, but only through direct seeing, and this koan forces you to see with no reliance on logic or reason. To seek the sound of one hand is to be stripped bare, to be warned that every answer you cling to will dissolve like smoke. Yet within this dissolution, a shocking clarity dawns. The silence itself begins to roar. The emptiness itself begins to sing. Zen Master Koan, who gave life to this question, once said that the true sound of one hand is the sound of your own nature echoing in every moment. If you listen closely, you realize that every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of awareness is already this sound. The Lotus Sutra teaches, all phenomena are like a dream, a phantom, a bubble, a shadow. And so the sound you are searching for has no substance, yet it holds the power to awaken. Imagine this. You sit beneath a tree. The wind passes through the leaves, and in the stillness between rustling branches, you sense it. The hidden presence that is not a sound but deeper than sound. The Lankavatara Sutra warns against grasping concepts, for clinging even to emptiness is another form of bondage. And so this question is a compassionate trap that leaves you with no ground to cling to. It points not outward, but inward, until you awaken to the shocking truth that the one hand is not outside, but your very own awareness. You have been listening all along, but only now can you hear. Consider the fire sermon, Aditapariyaya Sutta, where the Buddha declared, all is burning, burning with the fire of craving, with the fire of aversion, with the fire of delusion. In that light, the sound of one hand is the sudden extinguishing of flame, the silence after fire, the peace after desire. When craving falls away, the silence that remains is not empty, but luminous, vibrant, alive. What is most mysterious here is that the question keeps echoing even when you believe you have moved past it. It follows you in your daily life, when you grasp for answers, when you rush through noise, when you forget the stillness of your own presence. And yet, the koan waits patiently, like a mirror that cannot be shattered, reflecting you back to yourself. Do not think of it as a puzzle, but as a warning. Every time you chase sound, you miss the silence. Every time you cling to completion, you miss the wholeness already here. The Agama Sutra, Volume 4, Sutta 202, records the Buddha teaching that silence is also a form of teaching, for it leaves space for wisdom to arise. That silence is the sound of one hand, So when you sit in stillness, when you release your thoughts like leaves carried downstream, you hear it. It is the pause between your breaths, the opening between your thoughts, the vast unstruck sound of awareness itself. And if you truly listen, if you dare to remain in that wordless listening, a sudden awe will overtake you. For you realize that what you sought was never hidden, that the sound of one hand is the secret song of your own being. It is the same now as it was in the time of the Buddha, the same silence heard by sages, the same teaching given without words. And so the invitation is simple. Stop seeking the other hand. Just listen. In the stillness, in the silence that remains, the question and the answer dissolve into one, and the sound of one hand becomes the sound of awakening. And if you wish to continue cultivating mindfulness and wisdom, please subscribe and walk together with our community as we explore profound reflections on the Dharma. Each modern discourse will be a step bringing you closer to the truth. May you always be peaceful, clear-minded, and pure on your path of awakening. Farewell, and see you again